Oh,
Gloria, whenever you're ready, you can kick us off.
okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And thanks to all of you that are in the lobby and online for our town hall meeting. It's good to see as many faces as I can on my computer. So welcome to all of you, and we will now get started.
Okay, so I guess I'll start us off. So hi, everybody. I'm Aaron Rooney. I'm the program director for Isaac Center. It's nice to see everybody here. We got a nice big turnout. It's about 50 people on the line, and then we have more people in the lobby, as Gemma said. So this is our first hybrid virtual and online, or virtual and in-person membership meeting, this midsummer meeting. So welcome, everybody. And I will say, for the folks in the lobby, we have Albert, our social worker there, representing staff there. So if you have questions during the question portion, Albert can help you help unmute and get those questions to us. So we have some big program announcements today. I want to go through a couple myself, and then I will turn it over to my colleagues here, so that we can get to all the information out and then take some questions, because there may be questions today. I know a lot have come in. So first, I just want to say thank you all for being here. A couple shout outs. Thank you to Gemma. Gemma is stepping into a new role as program manager. So that represents some increased responsibilities for Gemma. So congratulations, Gemma. She's really done wonderful work this past year to get us back up and running and keep the program going remotely. And up in East Harlem, Alini was given a new position of program director. So we're excited for that. I do want to mention safety and bring up vaccines. So we haven't met since the beginning of June here. So just kind of an update on that. There are plenty of opportunities to get vaccinated and options for that now. We can help you, connect you very quickly. Right now, Metropolitan Hospital, right around the corner from Isaac Center, is taking walk-ins every day. We can help arrange, a very quick, setup over there, a quick appointment time. If you want to meet with someone to talk it through, ask your questions if you're still unsure about vaccinations. We believe that a strong majority of our membership has been vaccinated, but we know there are some that still haven't. COVID-19 is still a big risk in the city. As we know, we're hearing news reports about this new Delta variant of COVID-19. The vaccines are your best prevention or best protection against that. It does protect against the Delta variant. It is possible to still get COVID-19. It's still possible to get sick, but the chances of getting seriously ill and being hospitalized are greatly reduced by getting vaccinated. So if you are still unsure and want help or want to talk it through, we are here for you in that regard and want to make sure that that we're providing that opportunity. The center is open. We are officially open. All those months of asking when the center will open, we are here. Right now, Monday through Thursday, you're welcome to join us Monday through 8 to 5. We're open here. So we come in, get cool. We have programs offered in person and outside, inside and outside. We're using dining room B, room 2, room 3, room 6, and the lobby outside of room 2, as we're doing today. So programs are in place. Gemma is sending out daily calendars. I know that's getting a little bit crowded, which is a good thing. So we're looking at what that looks like and how to best make that clear to what's happening. We hope to go back to printed calendars as soon as we can. But for now, because we're building on so quickly and there's so much more happening, it's changing day to day. So we're not quite ready to print out a calendar, but we will hopefully get back to that. And we welcome your feedback on how we can best communicate to you what's happening, where and when, because it's complicated now. It could be inside, outside, or online. But there's a lot to do and a lot happening. Lunch. So, and Gemma's going to reiterate some of the stuff, but these are the big questions I think there's still some confusion about. Lunch. We are open for lunch. So you are welcome to come in Monday through Thursday at 11:30. for grab and go meals, meaning you can take your meal with you, or you can sit down and have your meal here in the dining room. If you haven't looked, we have a nice setup. It's sort of a cafe style. You bring the meal that you grab from grab and go in. We'll have coffee and tea. We'll have silverware ready for you. Nice music playing, and we have 3 seats to each table with some clear dividers that you can see through and easily talk in between.
Right, okay.
So right now we haven't had a full room yet. So I think it's typically been, no more than 8 to 10 people that are eating inside. Most people are still bringing to go, but you're welcome to do that. That's open, and that's an option for meals. So it's been so nice to see people coming back. We understand that everyone has a different comfort level with that. So, do what feels right to you, what feels safe and comfortable to you. But we are here. We have social work walk-in hours started again. So most of the time you can come in and see a social worker in person. SPOP, psychotherapy is coming back tomorrow. Nursing will be back in August. It's still happening. All that's happening virtually now, but we'll have in person. The pool room. So people have been asking a lot about the pool table. So the pool table, as you know, is a big thing. So right now it's in the dining room. There's enough room for us to play pool. There's 5 feet on each area. And we have to have designated time periods for that, for it to play billiards. It's an actual program now. So we've heard some feedback that we want to add more times. We'll try to do that, try to accommodate that. But we don't have a designated room for the pool table all the time anymore. It's just too much going on to be able to do that. But we know that those of you who love to play pool, we want to be able to keep that going. Okay, and then I just want to mention about food. So there are lots of options to getting food and getting enough to eat, enough to have it stocked in your apartment. We now have the very popular Soups Up program, which we can hear more about. We have Food Pantry that Alberto is overrunning, so is running through Food Bank and through New York Pantry. So plenty of, we're doing that delivery, and there's some pickup options for that and for Soups Up. Obviously grab and go, congregate meals. And if you are finding yourself homebound, and you're really not able to get out at all these days, we can try to connect you with Meals on Wheels, which we still oversee. So plenty of options there. And then my last note is about trips. So we've gotten some messages about trips and when trips will resume. Hopefully soon. I would say by the fall, we'll have some trips on the calendar. We're talking about how to do that safely, working with our partners at Amazing Destinations, and getting our Isaac's bus back up and running to do some shopping trips. So all that's coming soon. So with that, I will pass it over to Gemma to fill in some blanks and add some details there. And then we'll sort of move through the agenda. If you have questions, put them in the chat, or we'll open up the floor in a bit. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So this is the time you'll want to get out that notebook. I'm going to be giving lots of information. I know not everyone has had the opportunity to come into the center and pick up schedules and stuff. And I know that you want to make sure you're coming on a day that you want to see, that you want to pick up, that you want to pick up a schedule for programming. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my video to spotlight it. Gallery view. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna reiterate what programs we have going on. I know Erin covered a lot, but I just want to remind you, we are doing a hybrid model. We have both indoor programming and online programming. This way, if you're not necessarily comfortable yet with coming into the center, we still have programs available. There may be some classes that move to strictly indoors. There may be classes that strictly stay on Zoom. So just if you're not on my email list and you do have access to email, let's make sure you're getting my emails. If not, let's make sure you're calling in. The schedule's being emailed out to Helen, and when you call in, she'll be able to answer questions for you. Fingers crossed, there should be someone at the front hired for the front desk soon. So we want to make sure you're getting all the information you need about programming and programming updates, because at the moment, since we're still in the process of reopening and getting things on the schedule, things are going to change from week to week. At some point, we'll have a little more of a regular schedule, but as of right now, I'm still adding things to the list. So we still have the online programming. Some of it's moving indoors, some of it may be hybrid where we stream, just like we're doing the membership meeting right now, where you can view it in the center or participate in the center and also do it from home. So for programming indoors, as Erin mentioned, we started the social work walk-in hours. If you have needs that are very brief, you need to make copies of something, you have mail review, you want to meet with a social worker to see if they'll be able to help you with something, you want to make an appointment, that is a perfect thing for social work walk-in. They're supposed to be brief 15-minute sessions, so this way whoever can walk in is able to be seen. We have hours Monday through Wednesday, we have 9 to 11. And then Monday through Thursday, we have 2 to 4. So every single day there is an opportunity for you to meet with, every day that we're open, because we're open Monday through Thursday right now, there is an opportunity to speak to a social worker. The only day we don't have availability in the morning is Thursdays. In addition to that, we also have the Cornell Med students who do the blood pressure checks. They are not on a regular schedule right now since they're just scheduling in based on availability, but we do have the Cornell students. Actually, we have hours tomorrow, 9 to 12. So if you're interested in coming getting your blood pressure read, that would be the perfect time to come in. And there's also flyers with those specific dates of when to expect them here. We have added some exercise classes and some just recreational programming for in-person. We have fundamentals of bar, which is a balance exercise class, bingo and board games, chair yoga. We have the billiards and board games, and something that's really, really special that we have. So a big shout out to the Summer Youth Employment Program. We have a group of 4 really great interns who are here to help us this summer, and they have tech assistance hours. So if you have a cell phone that you're not really sure how to use, or you want to learn more about, if you have a laptop that you're having a little bit of difficulty with, these are some very helpful people that you'll want to get to know. They're only here until August 12th. So make sure you're taking advantage of the time that we have with them. So Mondays and Tuesdays, there's hours from 2 to 4. Wednesdays and Thursdays, there's hours from 9 to 11, and it's walk-in. And that is it for indoor programming. We do have the grab and go every day, well, Monday through Thursday, 11:30 to 12:30. And we also have the dine-in service with 21 seats, and it's between 11:30 and then the last seating is at 12:15. So we want to see you. We have food for you. So come on in and join us for lunch. We don't have breakfast yet. I know that's a question that people were asking. We don't have breakfast yet, but you know, who knows? Things are changing every single day. So also, I just want to remind people about the food programs. So we have the program Soups Up. Soups Up is a program that's led by graduates of our culinary program for workforce and education. And they prepare a weekly box of soup and fresh produce. And it's really great. The soup is great. The menu is great. Anyone who's on the program can tell you how amazing this food is. I mean, I'm jealous every time I type up the menu that I can't get this, but if you are interested, there is a delivery parameter of 86th Street to 102nd Street. But if you're interested and you're willing to pick up, that is also an option. So please reach out to me. And don't worry, I'm going to give my information at the end for how to reach me. And then just a heads up, if you're still receiving Get Food, which is the meals from the city, I'm going to be doing reassurance calls next week. I'm going to have some people make some calls just to check if you are still interested in receiving them. And if you're not, then we'll go ahead and cancel you. Make sure we take you off those lists. Xenia wrote, is Jeffrey still the chef? Yes, he is. The menu for grab and go is emailed with the at the head of every week. It's also printed out in the lobby. So those are the food updates. Also, another reminder, we do have 2 pantry programs that are run out of the center. We have Common Pantry, which is the one that was here once a month, and people used to pick it up. And then there's also another program if you don't qualify for common pantries. So if you're interested or have a need for food or food bank, please reach out to us so we can get you connected. I know last week we had a little bit of a hiccup with a grab and go pantry. This is different than the common pantry and the food bank pantry. This is in addition to. There is the Rebel Army Runs Pantry, which will be done as a grab and go model. So you'll come and pick it up. It will be next Thursday, the 29th, and it will be between 11 and 1, and it will be outside. It'll be pick up outside at the tent. If it's raining, it will be inside. And my next thing is also a very popular question. So listen up because there are some important details. Farmers market coupons. I know some ears are perking up right now as I say that. We have been approved to get farmers market coupons, so there's going to be a process to it. I know last year it was that we were mailing them to people or delivering to people. We're going to try to do this as a pickup model. There's going to be scheduled times where you can come and pick it up. And you'll have to sign up ahead of time so we can make sure that everyone's getting the coupons. There are income guidelines for these specific coupons. If you're a one-person household, it's $23,828 a year, which is $1,986 a month. If you're a one-person household, if you're a two-person household, the income guideline is $32,227 a year, or $2,686 a month for the income. Or if you qualify for SNAP, Medicaid, public housing, those also qualify you. So what I'm gonna have you guys do is, if you have access to email and you're on my email list, I'm gonna be sending out a fillable form for you guys to get your, to request the coupons. Fill out the information as accurately as you can because it'll speed up the process when you come in. If you are a two-person household and each one of you want a coupon booklet, you need to sign up individually. So if you're Jane Doe and John Doe, Jane Doe needs to sign up and John Doe needs to sign up separately, not Jane and John Doe. I think that's clear. If you don't meet the income guidelines, we do have options for farmers market coupons for you as well. So don't let that deter you from requesting them. But when you put in your income guidelines, or if you're, if it's saying what's your eligibility, just indicate that you don't meet the income eligibility for farmers market coupons and you want to be added to the list for the other program. If you do not have access to email, I will need you guys to call me and leave me a message with your phone number, your first and last name, your phone number, and your address. And if you're two people, then again, give me information for both people. And I think that is it from me. Sorry, I have a lot of information all at once. But
What's up, Gemma?
Yeah, I mentioned Soups Up. Soups Up is a soup program that's done, it's every Friday. So if you're interested and you want to phase off of get food, or you have a food need, or you just want to give it a try, send me a message, let me know. We do have a pickup option for people who don't live within the delivery parameters, which is 86th Street to 102nd Street. It's every Friday, 12 to 2. So let me know.
Gemma, what about the Star Lake Lodge?
Sorry?
Star Lake Lodge is open and available to go on your own trip.
Yeah, I gotta look into that. So we're wanting to share the trips. They're up to people if they want to sign up. We don't have any Isaac's trips planned. So any trips that I share are not an Isaac's program. So just be aware that if you're signing up for one of the trips that I share, they're not with Isaac's. So details related to that trip, I will have no idea about, other than what I emailed you. But we are hoping to plan a day trip. So just be on the lookout. Again, lots of information. So I'm gonna give you guys my phone number right now. So I'm gonna repeat it twice, and then I'll give you my email address, and I'll also write it in the chat. So my phone number is 347-475-5321. Again, 347-475-5321. And if you have a 505 number for me, delete it. I don't use it anymore. The 347 number is my main number. And my email address is jmarens@isaacscenter.org, which is spelled ISAACS center.org.
Okay, Jim, I think we better move to the next person here. I believe Gloria has a quick update, and then we have Damien going to speak, and then Greg.
Well, because I noticed also that one of the members that normally goes with us to Star Lake Lodge is in the lobby, and I just wanted the members to know that Star Lake Lodge is open. It is available, and it's a five-day, 4-night trip, and it's a pay on your own. It's not sponsored by Stanley Isaac this year, but if you want to go, it is available, and I had given out the price. It's it's $335 per person, and each unit is single occupancy unless the same household roommate. So the sessions are, well, we finished with session 1 and 2, and also session 3. So what sessions are available now is sessions 4, July 19th to the 23rd, session 5 from August the 2nd to the 6th, and session 6 from August the 16th to the 20th. So like I said, all of the sessions are 5 days and 4 nights. It's $335 per person. A $40 deposit is required for each session. And if you're interested, you can call for an application at 973-838-0810. And they will mail you the applications, and you'll have to send back your $40 deposit. Check-in time is at 12:30, and check-out time will be on the Friday after breakfast. So that's what I wanted to share with you, okay? And
okay, I will go next. Thank you, Gloria.
okay.
Hi, my name is Gloria. I'm the clinical manager and oversee the whole social worker team. So I will just say very quick. So you guys know we have the social work walk-in clinic hours, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, except the Thursday morning. Every day we have the morning from 9 to 11, and the afternoon we have 2 to 4. So if you have any you want to reach out to any social workers, you can always come to the working hours. And also I'm gonna post on my.
You muted yourself.
Gloria, you muted yourself.
Oh.
Just the last couple of sentences. We got.
Okay. All right. Yeah. If you, I just posted my phone number here. If you need to reach out to me or any social workers, we all have our cell phone number. So, and our landline. So if you want to reach out, you can call me. And also I put all the social workers name card in the front desk. So if you want to get more information about their email and phone number, you can go to get the card from the front desk. And also last thing is our behavior activation program. So they're gonna come next Thursday morning at 11, next Thursday morning at 11 o'clock. If you want to know more information, you can come to a center. And shout out to the Barbara Streets. She's a certified peer coach right now. And she's gonna be our official peer coach to provide services at the behavior activation program. And that's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Gloria. Damien?
Sure. So there are a number of programs happening right now with young people. You may have seen young people walking around the development with really cool purple shirts. We are hosting a SYEP program, and so there are a number of young people supporting SYEP. We also are getting ready to gear up for our programs in the fall. So if you have someone in your family or relative who is interested in high school equivalency or in our culinary training programs, you can reach out to me or Kathy Robles. I'll put my email in the chat. And so either one of us can sort of walk you through any questions you may have. But we're just really excited to be back on site. Not a whole lot of very specific things. You heard me mention Soups Up because young people are actually cooking in Soups Up. We want to continue to make sure we're getting your ideas, thoughts, and feedback because we want to make sure that this program reflects what you're interested in, what you really want. But really the big thing is we're gearing up for the fall, really trying to make sure we're safe, encouraging our young people to get vaccinations, and really excited to continue to work with everyone.
Okay. Thank you, Damien. And shout out to the Summer Youth Employment Group. They have been really instrumental in getting us off the ground with the reopening and helping us with grab and go and all that. It's really been a wonderful experience for everyone, I think, so far. Okay, so I will turn it over to Greg Morris for his report and updates.
So, hi everybody, it's great to see you. Couple of things. Thing number one, because I'm on site and we get a lot of questions about it. And one of the things I just want folks to be aware of is that we as a staff have taken very seriously the need to be safe. We are working as hard as we can to inform each other and to educate each other so that we are focused on the vaccine. As you know, there are folks who make a lot of different choices. Right now, we do not have an organizational mandate for our staff to be vaccinated. So I just want you to be aware of that. People have asked me about that. Are all your staff vaccinated? That is not the case. But we have encouraged, we have informed, we maintain all appropriate social distancing and masking, and we are relentless about talking about the value and the need to be vaccinated and what it means to be vaccinated. And we will continue to do that as an organization. So as you see messages pop up from the city about vaccinations, I just want you to be aware at this particular time, this continues to be an effort that is a personal choice for our staff, but they are receiving lots of coaching, guidance, support, information, education about the value and importance of being vaccinated. That's the first thing I wanted to note for you. The second thing I want to note for you, a couple of things that have popped up lately, and some was mentioned already. Organizationally, we've heard, just to reinforce, about the value and the need and the desire folks have to go on trips, and we really support that. And I just wanted to note for you that I've talked to the staff about trying to figure out how to get the bus back up and running. But more important, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the day that our bus is back up and running, our short minibus or minivan, our piece, when that up is running, I just want to make sure that you all are all aware and remember that when we do that, we will take our time to honor and memorialize Mr. Mitchell, who was our bus driver, who passed away more than a year ago now. And I just want to acknowledge that when the time comes when we reopen the bus, I want to make sure that we acknowledge his passing because we weren't able to do that together at the time. But I do want to make an effort to do that when that time comes. Something Miss King brought to my attention as a reminder. Before the pandemic, there had been an effort to raise money for the organization, specifically through cake sales and other efforts to raise money. And I know at one of the town halls, one of the meetings that we had like this, membership meetings that we had a while back, I said, whatever money you raise, we as an organization, we will match that money and go on those trips and use that money. That money still exists. It hasn't gone anywhere. And my promise in terms of matching up on those dollars remains. It hasn't gone anywhere. That money doesn't disappear. It doesn't go off into the ether. We don't spend it on other things. It's meant for exactly what we said it would be meant for, which is related to trips. So I just want to throw that out there. We're not ready for trips yet, but we'll get there. And when we do, we will honor those commitments. The other piece I want to say is this before I talk about kind of a new initiative and a new partnership and alliance that we have as an organization is I want to say that over the last few weeks, we've been getting feedback from time to time from the people that fund us, from the Department for the Aging, and also from the NYCHA about complaints that seniors and community members have about our services. And the complaints have been about that we haven't been open. And that's been really confusing to us because we have been open. And sometimes people are complaining and saying, you don't have meals. We have been doing meals. And sometimes people say, your rooms are filled with boxes, so seniors can't use them. And if you've been in our building at any time in recent weeks, you know that our rooms are open and accessible and will continue to be. So I just want to let you all know the following thing. From the time of the pandemic to today, we have been relentless about safety first, and service has been number two. Keep everybody safe, meet everyone's needs, number two. We've been relentless about that. And to be honest, we haven't always moved as quickly maybe as we hoped. We've done our best though to be responsive. And every single day during the pandemic, before this building, before we had the word to be open, we did everything we could to serve others. We did everything we could to stay safe and serve. And then when the mayor says one day, you can reopen, it's not like we could wave a magic wand and be open immediately. It's taken time. And every single day and every single week, we've added on new parts, and we keep doing it, and we'll keep doing it. Because what we want more than anything else is to stay safe and to serve. That's what we're about. If you ever, or anyone you know in your orbit, has a concern, an issue, a question, has a complaint, a problem, or a challenge, bring it to us directly, and we will solve it, because that's what we do. And I know you all know that, but I just wanted to reiterate it, because every time there's a complaint, we respond, and we'll always do that. But sometimes when we hear things that aren't true, I have to admit, it hurts us a little bit, because we really work really hard to check every box. That's what we're about. So we could use your help and support in informing your peers and your friends and community members about what's happening here, because a lot is happening and it's never stopped. It may look different and it may continue to evolve, but that's what works for us. Now, the last note to make is this, and it's not a small matter, it's a big one. As an organization, we have entered into a partnership, a strategic alliance with another organization. The organization is called Goddard Riverside Community Center. They are a multi-service organization, a settlement house, just like us. The difference, they're on the west side. We're on the east side, they're on the west side. They do some things that we do. We both do youth services, we both do aging services. We both do senior centers and NORCs. We both do case management services in support of older adults. We also run beacon programs for kids. They do some workforce development components, not quite as robust as us, but they do parts of it. They have a huge college access program. We do a little bit of that too. But the biggest difference is, we do home delivered meals. They don't do home delivered meals. They do supportive housing. They help the homeless find housing. We don't do that. The idea of coming together, east side and west side, like this, for us, means that we can serve every member of our community better than ever before. And we also believe, because there's going to be a new mayor soon, that us and them coming together at this moment means we will have more ability to say, we believe that you need access to lots of things. And our next mayor and our next city council member and our next borough president better meet those needs, because when we do it together in collaboration, it tends to be stronger than we do things on our own. My last note is this. This is going to mean a couple things for us as an organization that are a little different. Day to day won't look a lot different, but a couple things are going to happen that will feel and look a little different. Most significant is the following parts in this partnership. Aaron Rooney, our friend and colleague and our tremendous leader of aging services, will be taking on more responsibility. He's got oversight of the Isaacs Senior Services. He's going to take the Isaacs portfolio and the Goddard portfolio. That is an extraordinary lift, but there is no one more capable of bringing it on, and there's no better champion of older adults in this city. So you need to congratulate Aaron for making that happen, because he's going to be supportive of you, and he's going to be supportive of Goddard, and East Side and West Side. We're going to be relentless about serving older adults. Oh, and by the way, because he's on this call as well, Damian Samuels, our friend Damian, will now take responsibility for youth services on the East Side here at Isaacs, and he's going to add the Goddard portfolio of youth services. So his lift and his responsibilities get even bigger, right? So Aaron and Damian, our two friends on this call, will take on more to connect East Side and West Side in support of aging, as well as youth services. That's a big deal. Crystal Simmons, our friend and colleague, our tremendous partner, who has led food and nutrition services at Isaacs, including home delivered meals, stays exactly where she's at. But here's the thing, she's gonna deal with this kitchen, but eventually she's gonna take on Goddard's kitchens too. And Goddard has how many kitchens? At last count, something like 13. So ultimately, Crystal is gonna be thinking about food and nutrition for people across Manhattan, which is very exciting. And last but not least, me, my job. Well, here's the truth of the matter. I'm going to transition in the fall from the role of executive director, and I'm going to move into another role. I'm going to move into the role of chief program officer. And here's what that means. That means I'm going to be responsible for all of programs, oversight of programs in Isaacs and at Goddard. So my portfolio will literally be from age, I don't know, 2 up till, I don't know, age 102. And it will include things that I know very well, youth services and aging services, some mental health components and wellness components. But now I add on some new parts, like supportive housing and homeless outreach in Manhattan. This combined collaboration is a big deal. And we believe it's the thing that's going to make sure that our work and our services and our supports last for a long time to come. Isaac Center isn't getting a new executive director. I, Chief Program Officer, am going to report to Rod Jones. Rod is the executive director of Goddard Riverside. So I'm going to report to him. So we're going to be like under the Goddard umbrella. What does this change on a day-to-day basis right away? Not a lot. But let me tell you something. Aaron is going to have his hands full. Damian's going to have his hands full. Crystal's going to have her hands full. I'm going to have my hands full. But that's the right thing right now, because I think you and I believe exactly the same thing, that our city is nowhere near where it needs to be to ensure that everyone lives the life that they deserve to live. And I believe we have the right team in place to make it happen. In fact, one additional note, your Deputy Executive Director, Pocky Kane, will become the Chief of External Affairs, and she will report to Rod. Oh, and by the way, that means we will continue to be relentless with city government, uptown, downtown, and in between, and get ready for the state, because there's going to be a governor's race pretty soon, to make sure that all these dollars flow. And Pocky is the champion of that, and we're grateful for it. So all these pieces stay in place, and we just get to be, I don't know, what's the word, more relentless about making sure that everything we believe is what's happening. So that's not a small matter, it's a big deal. And I'm proud to share it all with you. And I'm excited for what lies ahead, because I do believe it makes Isaacs Center stronger, more stable, more sustainable. And I actually believe it makes a Manhattan a better place for all of us. I'll pause on that note, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Yes, thank you, Greg. Thank you, everyone who's added comments so far and for well wishes. So that's about as much information as we've ever packed into 45 minutes of a membership meeting program. We understand there's some big stuff there. I also want to say that we know that there may be questions that come up after you take in some information you've heard. So please, don't be shy. Let us know. We'll try to answer them Nothing, as Greg said, happens overnight. It'll all, these, transitions will happen over time. And, we're very, excited, and you think this represents a lot of great opportunity for us and for you and for the sector as a whole. So I guess, what we can do, there's a couple comments there in the chat already. Jose, thank you for your comment. You said that he believes whoever's responsible for vaccinating employees at senior centers to reverse the decision to make that mandated. So we hear that, and thank you for weighing in on that. There's a lot of conversations happening about vaccines and what that means for staff in senior centers. So that will certainly be taken into consideration there. Okay, so I have I guess I'll lead the Q&A here, and I have a question from Ana Gloria.
Really quickly, I just wanted to mention something. I knew I was forgetting something. There's always something. Next Thursday, it's a busy day next Thursday. We have the Rebel Army Runs Pantry, as I mentioned. I forgot, Food Bank will be here to do a cooking demo. I know that we had one last month and it was on Zoom, but this one will be in person. It'll be next Thursday. It'll be in the dining room. It'll be from 10 to 11 a.m. And then you guys are welcome to stay for lunch after. But they'll be doing a quick cooking demo, giving you tips on how to stretch your food dollar, nutrition tips, how to store and save food. So it's going to be a really great workshop. So I highly suggest it. And then you can stay for lunch.
Thanks, Gemma. Okay, go ahead, Anna, and then we'll move to Elba next.
It's more of a comment. First of all, congratulations to everybody there, and you all deserve it. You've been working so hard. No wonder, Aaron, your mailbox has been full for so many days.
And I will correct that right after this meeting.
I don't know if it's Greg or who prompted the partnership with Goddard Riverside, but I can't think of a better organization for us to partner with. They helped me tremendously when my husband was dying, and he was in charge of my daughter's, financial aid stuff for college, and they had that college access program that Greg mentioned. It was so helpful for me. And also, we've had our Cooperators United for Mitchell-Lama meetings there, and we have a tremendous ally because I believe she's going to be reelected. Gail Brewer will no doubt move back into her office there, which was Helen Rosenthal, the present city council member. But I'm sure Gail Brewer, and she's such a believer in Stanley Isaacs. She thinks we're terrific center. So I think she will win, and it will be wonderful to have that ally, in Gail Brewer. But it's a wonderful center. They're very down to earth. They do wonderful work in housing, etc. I'm wondering about, I've been hearing about speaking with, I'm trying to get some publicity for the culinary arts students. I'm wondering when they're going to be fully moved into their kitchen on 3rd Avenue and 117th Street.
Damien, you want to weigh in on that?
Damien, yeah.
So they're actually, that kitchen is Terra. It's a ghost kitchen space, a sort of a shared kitchen space. So they're there now. That's actually where our Soups Up program is being produced from. We're actually operating out of there now. In the fall, we are going to go back into the kitchen at Asphalt Green. They have a kitchen that's actually located in Battery Park, which they were very generous in allowing us to use. So that's where the classes will operate out. So our Soups Up program will probably continue at Terra until the fall, and then the programs will move downtown, but obviously we'll still serve this community and we'll transport meals up here.
Oh, because the Asphalt Green here in the 90s doesn't have a big kitchen space, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
All
thank you, Anna. Thank you for your comments and your well wishes on that. And that's nice to hear.
Absolutely.
The experience you've had with Goddard is nice to hear as well. So.
It's great. It's great.
Elba, you had your hand up and then it went down. Did you want to ask a question and then we'll to Gloria Torres?
I just wanted to congratulate everyone for the good job that they're doing. the better job that they're going to be doing and that they are extending to the west side. And also, I hate to be a pest, but you know that comes with Alba Febres. I need somebody to come and pick up some stuff for the center. So if you ever have anyone available, can you send them to
Yeah,
7G and 1830, please?
We'll connect with you, Alba. We'll talk it through. We'll figure out what we can do, okay?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I have to apologize because I'm gonna have to leave. I have a class. But congratulations to everyone.
Well, thank you, Alba, and thank you for
Thank
that.
you. It's good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you as always.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
we'll go to
Bye-bye.
Gloria Torres.
Don't forget to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
It looks like you're unmuted now. If you wanted to try to go ahead. Did you have a question, Gloria?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I have my earphones on and my headphones. In reference to Jose Rivera's suggestion, I agree with him, but if you can't do it, and I was thinking, I haven't been to the center yet, and I was planning a visit, and I'm very afraid of getting sick, and I'm doubly vaccinated, and I stay away from crowds. I was thinking maybe these employees can be tested like every week, or something in that regard. This morning, Mayor de Blasio was saying the same thing about the hospital workers that are not vaccinated, and he suggested, and he said that it should be mandatory that every few days they get tested to make sure that they're not asymptomatic or don't have the virus. Because you really don't want to go into a place where, expose yourself, because it seems like people that are vaccinated lately, not in New York, I haven't heard New York yet, are getting sick with this Delta variant, even though they're doubly vaccinated. So that's my suggestion, that maybe they should get a test every so often. What do you think?
Yes, so we hear that loud and clear. I can let you know if Greg wants to weigh in too, but yes, we do have requirements around testing for folks that are not vaccinated, and we are watching all this stuff very closely. We see, the hospitals making new decisions and people making new decisions about between mandates and testing if you're not vaccinated and how often that should happen. So I think that it is an ongoing conversation, and we're taking all this feedback very seriously in trying to make decisions for our center.
And we have since probably January or February required COVID testing every other week for all staff. And then when folks got vaccinated, they didn't need to do that. But if you're not vaccinated, you have to COVID test every other week. And it is likely before the end of the summer, we'll switch it over to every week.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And to Aaron's point, we look very closely and we're thinking about this seriously. And like all the other providers, we're doing the best we can with the information that we have. We have to be sensitive and respectful. I had a senior come in the other day and tell me, is it possible to take all of the seniors? I'm vaccinated, she said. If there are any seniors who aren't vaccinated, can you send them to another room? Because I don't want to interact with them. And we talked about what social distancing is. We talked about masking. We talked about being careful. We talked about being a provider that's in the public health space, and that we're funded by the government, and that we need to create space and opportunity for everyone. That's true for our staff as well. And we're encouraging, we're pushing to everyone to get vaccinated if they're capable, if they're willing, and we'll continue to work diligently and respectfully to make sure that testing is available, vaccinations are available.
Okay, so I'm going to pause for a second because I see that somebody has joined the meeting here. We have a special guest, so it's a big day today. So our very own Frank Giordano has joined the call here, and today is Frank's last day at the Isaac Center after 13 years. It's a bittersweet day because we're excited for Frank. He's got some great opportunities close to home, but 13 years 10 years that Frank and I have worked together. So this is a big day. Tried to get him to come on. So why don't we give Frank a virtual round of applause, first of all, and then we'll let him say a couple of words to this membership who he's known for so long here. Go ahead, Frank.
Thank you, Aaron. Aaron almost got me to cry earlier, by the way, during our all-staff town hall. So
Dave's
he's
not over
crying
yet,
again
Frank.
right now.
Almost.
Dave's not over.
He got a reaction. In all seriousness, though, this is it has been just an honor and a privilege that I've gotten to be a member of the Isaacs team and the Isaacs community for so many years. I've learned countless amounts of life lessons professionally, personally, and I've just grown so much, over the last 13 plus years. I said earlier, during the staff town hall, I came in here at, 27, and I'm leaving on the other side of 40, 3 kids, so much has changed for me. And Isaacs has been such a big part of it. And, this membership, and this community has really just become family to me. And it's a part of my life that I'm always going to treasure. And it's been so valuable to me in so many different ways. And I just appreciate the community and the membership welcoming me all these years and allowing me, to be part of the family.
And let me just add, Frank started as the home delivered meals director. He transitioned into the role of facilities director, then operations director. He's grown within this organization. And let me just put it to you like this. If you remember being in our space, or if you're in our space and you think it's beautiful, you think it's a space that is warm and inviting, you think it's a space that's comfortable and is one where people want to come and be with each other, be comfortable with each other, Frank had a direct hand in making all of that possible. And a lot of times that was behind the scenes. You may have seen him darting from one part of the building to another, but the reality is this space would not be anywhere near what it is today without him. And he got us through COVID, and that was about transforming the space to make sure that we could do that. So on those notes, I just want to thank Frank for all of his commitment and all of his years, and give our warm wishes to his family as he has an opportunity to work closer to home. Thank you, Frank.
And
Thank you.
Frank, I can't see your face, but I cannot just let you go without me saying personally, I beat them off, Frank, because you and I have been together 13 plus years. And
Yeah, we have.
And who is this talking to you? This is Gloria.
I know who it is.
That everybody accused Frank. You're the only person that she speaks to. And and we both know that wasn't true. But I've been there for every little beautiful girl that you have. I'm going to miss seeing you, but I miss you all the best on this journey called life. Okay.
Thank you so much, Gloria.
Okay. Yeah.
I think William wanted to say something. William, you on there?
Yes, when you said asphalt on the green, and you said you're going to be serving food there, that's the one on 90th Street? Because I got confused.
Asphalt Green's on 92nd and York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But we were actually talking about where meals are going to be produced, though. We'll still have meals happening right here out of our senior center, but that's for a separate program with our young people.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's go to Albert in the lobby. Elspeth. Oh, we're still muted, Albert.
There's some feedback. I think they're just trying to figure that out. So
You could talk.
Yeah. You came a long, long way. I remember when there was back the transition from one director to the new one. It was ugly. It was hard. And little by little, you have done so much for the whole community. And I want to thank you, everybody, Greg, Aaron, Albert, and Gloria. There's so many names. I always forget names sometimes. People get upset if I don't remember. But I want to thank you so much. And I wish you the best for the future.
Thank you.
I look forward.
All right, thank you guys.
Let's see, Gloria Torres, your hand still up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me take it down.
Oh, that's okay. I wonder if you had something else there. That's okay. Oh, it's a significant day here at Isaacs. We had a staff meeting before this one, and got some people said some remarks to Frank. It's been a heavy-hearted but bittersweet day, and still going. More to come here. Vera, you wanted to weigh in?
Yes, I want to say congratulations to everyone. And I want Frank to know that I'm sorry that he's leaving. You know, basically, one of the reasons I joined Stanley Isaacs is because I thought it was a very inviting, warm, and exciting place to be. The first thing I saw was a little living room, and it made me think it's homely. It made me want to join the center. It made me want to volunteer. And one of my questions is, what are we going to do with our volunteers? I still do phone calls, but I miss doing the other things that I was doing. Like I was the one who basically wrapped the silverware and stuff like that. I want to know what's going to happen with those type of things that we, the members, have volunteered for.
Yeah.
Are they going to be open to us to still volunteer?
Absolutely. So there are volunteer opportunities now. Right now we have a couple of participants volunteering. Jenny's been volunteering in the kitchen. Deneen and Sandy have been doing check-ins for the indoor dining. And there are more opportunities coming. So what I would say is, if you are planning to come back in person and interested in some volunteer stuff, let us know. Talk to Gemma primarily, or me, and we'll try to figure out what works best. But more and more, we're gonna need that.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate, we are really excited to have you guys back, and we're not hesitant to having volunteers back in any way. It's just a matter of what kind of volunteer opportunities there are available. So since we still have pretty limited programming, we don't necessarily have any programs that need volunteers at this very moment. But as soon as I have stuff available, I will let people know, because we would love to see you back and we love having your support. So.
Okay.
What about the wellness check calls? Are they going to continue? Because that's what I'm doing now.
Yes.
I've been doing over a year.
We don't.
So those are going to continue. But what about the other center? Are they going to join in with us with that?
You mean Goddard?
Yes.
So I'll answer that. And I also see Zenia's message, a similar one that says, as partners with Goddard, we'll be able to crisscross between centers. So there's going to be, I think, the only way to answer that now is this sort of early on in the discussion, is to say that there will be a lot of opportunities available to participate and access things that are going on across this this alliance and this network. I think that's one of the most exciting parts about it. So to answer the question right now, we have plenty of people on the Isaacs roster that need wellness checks and to call. So keep up the good work. We'll keep going. And then as opportunities open and we learn more about these programs and figure out what makes sense in terms of offering access, we'll certainly do that. And I think we'll need your feedback and your comments, and let us know what you're thinking about. And with my position and with Damien's position, being able to see across what's happening, what's available, I think we'll be able to very easily connect you with the right resources and the right things as that opens. So it's an exciting time. I can't answer it more specifically than that yet, but as we go on, we'll share that. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question okay for the time being?
No.
No.
I'm still a little confused because I'm doing my wellness check calls. Okay.
Yep.
I haven't stopped doing that. And I've been sending in my paperwork and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to know, basically, are they're going to do their own wellness check calls, or?
Yeah,
that's what I'm asking.
They're all independently operated centers, just like ours, and just like our program at Taft and in East Harlem. They're all operating, fully functioning. They've been around a long time, so they're all doing their own thing.
Okay.
So what I would ask, if you're still willing to do wellness calls for the Isaacs folks, please keep it up because we need it. Folks are still stuck at home.
Yeah, I know.
It
I
means a
know.
lot to us and to the community that you're doing that. And
Well, I also wanted to say that I got connected with Cornell, and I'm one of their coaches that we make calls. We have a client and we talk to them because a lot of people are depressed from staying home. And it's a wonderful program. And I know they're connected with you guys. In some, because you guys are the ones who recommended that they call me. And they did call me, and I had to go through a training and everything, and I got my certificate. It was wonderful. And I found that that type of stuff is really, really needed. I know for a fact that the lady I'm talking to, she has improved in such a tremendous way. And I can't really talk about it, but it's like our wellness check calls. That's why I'm concerned that they go on, because I hear the same thing from a lot of the people I call because they refuse to come out of the house. They're afraid that they're going to catch the virus. So they're staying home and they're like locking down and they're checking everything, spraying everything, wiping everything. I mean, you'd be surprised at what people are doing to try to stay away, but they keep asking me there's a lot of false stuff going on because they're asking me, when is the center going to open it? I'm telling them that you're open. I'm telling them about the games inside. I'm telling them about the limited occupancy. I'm telling them all of it. But the very next week I call them, they're asking me the same question. So I know they're not retaining information. So what I'm telling them is write down what I tell them, so they can go back and have something to refer to.
That's right. Well, thank you, Vera, for keeping that up and for doing the Do More, Feel Better program. And shout out to Barbara, is in the lobby too, both of you, and whoever else is doing that. That's an amazing evidence-based program to treat depression that you're engaged with. So thank you. Okay, let's see. I think we had another hand up. Maria. And Maria's, I think you got to hit *6 to get off mute on the phone. Maria Morales, you can hit star.
Hello?
Oh, there you are. Hi.
Yes, hi. I just wanted to tell you that I think all the staff members are doing a terrific job. And I'm also proud of you because you have been there for us this whole year since COVID started. So thank you and congratulations to all the staff members.
Thank you, Maria. Glad to have you on today. Okay, all right. So
to Greg and Aaron and Damien and Gemma and Crystal. I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell you how I feel because I think all of you know exactly how I feel about you independently. But congratulations! I'm very proud of all of you. To keep climbing until all your dreams come through. That's all I can say. We've been together for a long time. It's been a lot of baby steps and then a lot of medium steps, and now we're making it up to the top. And if we only have 1 minute left, I do have something that I would like to read to the to members before we close out. Okay.
Let's just do one more round for questions. Just another reminder about next week's Rebel Army Runs, food bank program, and then if you'd like to request farmers market coupons, all of this is going to be emailed out. But if you need the information again, whoever's at the front desk will have the answer for you.
Yep. Thanks, Gemma. And just before Gloria reads us her message today, I just want to remind everybody, with all your sort of big news or things that we report here, there is a tendency for information to get some sort of scrambled sometimes over the phones and through conversations. So please, if you hear something that doesn't sound right or that sounds confusing or that doesn't sound right, come to us and we will not only answer your question, we will try to convey that answer to everybody else. Okay, so I know you'll have more questions after this. That's good. We want to hear them. Just don't be shy. Come right to us. And we thank you for the time today. And I will pass it back to, one more shout out to Frank. Frank, we're going to miss you.
Yes.
And I'll pass it back to Yeah, and I'll pass it back to Gloria. Thanks, everyone.
All right, congratulations, everybody. I have to go. All right.
I mean, wait until I call Octavia and tell Octavia that Frank is leaving or Frank has left. That's going to be another shock. But anyway, always this that I'm going to read to you hopefully ties in with a little bit of what we were told today and what we've been going through this last year. It says, Lord, bring back full sunshine into our days, the sunshine that we once knew. Erase all the dark and stormy clouds, replace them with skies of blue. Bring back full laughter into our lives, again set our faces aglow. Take from the scene, this earthly scene, each ever-present woe. Bring back the happiness into our hearts, amidst life hurtful scars. Keep from our thoughts all sinful lusts, ere purify our hearts. Full sunshine, laughter, and happiness, how swiftly they're passed, they're snatched away, but there'll always be a remnant left if only we'll keep the faith. So to all of us, keep the faith. Better days are coming, and hold on to that. Hold on to your faith and keep that smile on your face. I love you all, miss you, and hope to see all of you soon.
Thank you everyone for joining. Just a reminder,